a long time ago, a year ago, I was in the Navy. And the truth is, I got in the Navy very late. So I was always the old dude. Always the old dude that, didn't quite fit in, whatever. And so when I went on Liberty, you have to have what they call Liberty Buddies. So kind of have to go with who you got, right? So this time it was me, A10, and Utzler. And these two, they were something. Especially A10, especially Utzler. They were both something. And there was me hanging out. And we're in Italy. And I don't know if you know this or not, but if you go to Italy and you don't have a room when the sun goes down, you can't just go to a hotel, knock on the door, and get a room. They won't let you in. You have to have a room before the sun goes down. So me and Utzler and A10 are at the American bar in Italy, in Rome. And, we're all getting drunk. And, of course, A10, he's trying to get somewhere with the ladies. And so it gets to be about 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm like, hey, man, we ain't got a room. We're not going to be able to get a room. It's like, never mind, it's going to be good. It's all right. So we keep drinking. We keep having fun, dancing, whatever. And so it gets to be like 1 o'clock in the morning, and A10 is wasted. And, of course, he's found the girl. He's been talking to the same girl all night. And so, like, hey, man, what are we going to do? We don't have a place to stay. And, of course, there's a curfew. So if you're out after dark, you can get picked up by the Carabinieri, which, if you think our police are bad, the Carabinieri may be worse. So the whole situation isn't ideal. And, of course, I'm freaking out. And so, 2 o'clock at night, it's me, A10, Utzler, and these two girls of undetermined age. But she says that not very far away from the bar is her house, and we can, come in and hang out, which is perfect for Utzler and A10. And I'm just rolling along. So we walk, and we walk, and we walk, and we walk. And I swear we walked, had to have been 45 minutes. And finally, what's up, John? How you doing? So finally, we get to the apartment. And so we sneak in because, of course, her aunt, she's still asleep. So we're sitting on the couch in a dead quiet apartment. Someone we don't know, who knows where we are exactly, and we're just looking at one another. This is an example of the things that would happen when I was hanging out with A10 and Utzler. So A10 goes to the bathroom, and soon enough, we hear what sounds to be like a bull moose that's been caught in a bathroom. These huge sounds echoing through this once quiet apartment. It's just booming as he is hurling in the bathroom. Of course, the aunt wakes up, and she speaks no English. And it just so happens that because A10 is hurling, I had gone over there and been like, hey, man, could you hold that down? Because that's really loud. And so she looks at me and she tells me to go outside. Now in the Navy, we're supposed to be a Liberty Buddy team. So me breaking off from the team, I could get like, not court-martialed, but I could get in a lot of trouble, lose stripe, lose money. It's a bad scene. But rather than, getting the police called, I go outside, and now I'm standing outside of a door, cut off from my buddies, not knowing what in the heck is happening, and I'm waiting, and I'm praying to God, please, God, let this work out. I'll start going to church, and so 30 minutes later of me praying, positive that we're all going to Mass, which is a fancy word for all going to lose, rank and be on restriction, which means we can't leave the ship. Kind of a bad scene when you're on deployment. 30 minutes later, A10 and Utzler come out the door. And we are reunited again. And you may be asking why I'm telling you that story, and the reason why is because when I was on the other side of that door, I was praying to be where I am right now. I was praying. I was thinking it was going to be an international incident. I was positive we were all going to Mass. I was praying that this was all going to work out. How many times have you prayed this is all going to work out? And it did. This isn't a story. This isn't about praying. This is about realizing where you are right now. Value where you are right now. How many times that you have prayed just to be right here, right now? Your business, your life, your marriage, your relationship, whatever it is, the struggle that you're dealing with, how many times have you prayed? Do you remember the times where you're like, please, if I could just, and now you're here. Now you're right here. No matter how much money you're making, no matter how much money you're not making, there was a time when right now would have been the biggest blessing in your life. Just like when I was on the other side of that door. All I wanted was for those guys to come back out, not be hurt, not be, have the police called. And they finally did. Now there's more to that story, but that's what I want you to think about right now. Is how many times have you wished to be right where you are? You may see those drums in the background. Those are really nice drums. There was a time when I was not playing with these, really nice drums, and I was playing with something a whole lot less. And so the lesson today, the thing I want you to think about is being grateful, being thankful for where you are right now. And remembering that no matter where you are right now, whether you're dealing with stuff, not dealing with stuff, that the thing that got you here right now is not giving up. Is continuing to move, to make decisions, to move forward and forward. Maybe you make decisions that don't work out, whatever it is, but the only thing that works is to keep the faith, to keep moving, making the decisions, bold decisions. Just keep moving. To keep the faith. Even if the faith means not actually making a decision, just continuing to believe that things will work out. Things will work out. And the way that they work out is by you continuing to maintain that positive mindset and just don't give up. I know a little bit about not giving up. About 5 years ago, I almost had a near suicidal break. I had a break, but it was thankfully not suicidal. But anyway, that is what I want for you. Remember where you've been. Remember how many times you didn't think you would get here. If you're watching this replay, hashtag replay. If you're watching it live, hashtag live. My name is Brian Forsyth. I have a frog in my throat. Never mind. My name is Brian Forsyth, and I'm a transformational life coach. That means that I use, hey, what's up, Jilson? That means that I use, powerful conversation to help you reveal and understand and work towards the life that you truly want. And reach out. There's a link in my pinned post on my profile for coaching appointments. So read that post, and if you feel like that's you, then go ahead and schedule an appointment. And I look forward to speaking with you. Namaste.